Okay, so let's try solving our second problem for polygons. What is the value of x, given we have here two clues? The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 9x per degrees, and the number of sides of the polygon is 3 less than x. Now, we don't exactly know what the polygon is for this problem, and there wasn't a clear visual, a clear model to draw this problem. So we have to assume that this is an algebraic problem with the use of the formulas from the polygons topic that we have. Okay, so let's try to lay out our equation here for our first clue. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 9x squared degrees. Now, what's the formula for the sum of the interior angles? So that's equal to 180 times n minus 2. It says here the sum of all of the interior angles of this given polygon, even if we don't know what that polygon is, it's equal to 9x squared degrees. Now, can we already solve this problem just by using this first clue? If so, it would be insufficient if we're going to try to solve the problem just by using the first clue. So we'll need a second clue. According to the second clue, the number of sides of the polygon is 3 less than x. So that's 3 less than x. Okay, so that means we have to subtract 3 from x. So therefore, this problem gives us 180 times quantity x minus 3 minus 2 is equal to 9x squared for this problem. Therefore, we can say that 180 times x, okay, negative 3 minus 2 is equal to negative 5. Just to check, negative 3 minus 2. Okay, so that should give us negative 5. But since this is quantity x minus 3 minus 2. So this is going to give us, okay, x minus 5, right? X minus 5 is equal to 9x. Okay, and from this problem, we can say that 180x minus 180 times 5, so that should give us 900 is equal to 9x squared. We can divide both sides by 9, both sides of the equation by 9, the left side and the right side. 180 divided by 9, so that should give us 20x. So 20x minus 100 is equal to x squared. Okay, we can create a quadratic equation that would solve this problem. So that should give us x squared minus 20x plus 100 is equal to 0. Now, we have here a trinomial, and it's not just a regular trinomial, so we can form a sum of two binomials, or a square of two binomials for this problem. Okay, and the sum of the differences, or the differences between two binomials, one positive and then one negative for this one. We can say that we'll have here the first binomial is going to be positive 10 if we're going to try to factor it, and the other binomial for this problem would be x minus 10. If you try to check, so this is going to give us x squared, this is going to give us negative 100, okay, and this gives us positive 10x and then positive 10x. Okay, so we have here two signs that are not quite correct. Okay, so we can transform this positive sign into a negative one. So therefore, we can say that 0 is equal to x minus 10 times x minus 10. So let's try to check whether it's going to give us this trinomial. So it's going to give us x squared. So this is going to give us positive 100. Yeah, so this was negative 100. From at this point, we already know that we were wrong. Okay, so this was x. This is going to be x squared. This is going to be positive 100. Negative 10 times x is negative 10x. And negative 10x plus negative 10x should give us negative 20x. So therefore, we're quite sure that we got the correct binomials. So 0, okay, we can say that 0, okay, I'm sorry, let's try to erase it. Okay, so therefore we can say that 0 is equal to quantity x minus 10 squared. And if you try to take the square root of both sides, so 0 is equal to x minus 10, you transfer negative 10 to the other side, so therefore x must be equal to 10. Okay, so therefore what's the value of x for this problem? X is just equal to 10. Okay, and that's the answer for this problem. And if it's a 10-sided polygon, so this is going to give us n is equal to 10 minus 3, right? And that should give us around 7, right? So if this is a 7-sided polygon, this must be a heptagon, right? So let's try to check. Let's try to check for this one. This must be a heptagon. Okay, so if we're going to check, so that's going to give us 180 times 10 minus 2. I'm sorry, times 7 minus 2 is equal to 9 times 10 squared, right? So that should give us 180 times 5 is equal to 9 times 100. And what's 180 times 5 is? So that's equal to 900. So 900 is equal to 900. So therefore you're very confident, 100% positive based from our checking, that this is a heptagon. It has 7 sides, and the value of x is equal to 10. And that's how we solve this problem.